When you're homeschooling, you have to do everything on your own. I think the reason why millennials like Visco Girls and the whole like trend is because it's basically a blast from our childhood. Hola amigos and welcome to today's mukbang. I'm kind of covered by this mukbang. It's outshining me, guys. I have Filipino cinema popcorn here, guys, and Filipino popcorn is a little bit different than popcorn abroad because it's more on the sweet side. This is barbecue flavor, and then I also have some of this. It is green peas, hot and spicy. So in the Philippines, when you go to the cinema, you usually have like popcorn, and then you have some snacks, chips. You know, you're not allowed to bring in chips from other places, just like how it is abroad. You have to like buy stuff at the cinema and only eat that food. And then over here we have something very different. It's called Atchara. I asked my mom how to eat it, and apparently you eat, this is basically, I didn't even say what it is. Atchara is Filipino pickled papaya, I guess. Yeah, it's pickled papaya. And you eat this with meals. So you usually have this with food, like spicy food. I'm afraid this will explode. Oh, it didn't. I was so scared that it would explode for some reason. So I have some of this, and my mom said I could partner it with the popcorn. I don't know if it's a good idea to put it here because I have those of it. Grab some snacks, guys. Let's eat together. I just came home from the mall, and I went home straight away, but it has already become soft. See? It's not even... I'm going to put it here, guys, just to make it easier for you guys to see. Because you guys can barely see it. But I tried to hurry, but it's not crunchy anymore. So Filipino cinema popcorn is way different than what I've had before, because in Sweden it's usually more on the salty side, also in Denmark, and I'm sure it's like that in most places. Oh, I haven't been to a cinema in the US yet though. I don't know how it is there. I just know that in the US, I've heard at least that they like to put a lot of butter in them. So it's more on the fatty side, I guess. Ah. Cinema popcorn is the best type of popcorn though. So let's try this Atchara. I feel like I haven't talked to you guys in so long because I haven't been filming a lot lately. But I am on my summer break now, guys. I'm not sure how I feel about that Atchara. I guess I have to get used to it. I just have to get used to the taste of it. It's very vinegary, like not the usual salty vinegar. It's more on the sweet side. I've had Atchara before and I don't remember liking it, but I thought maybe I would have changed my mind by now, but I'm not sure if it's my thing, guys. Oh. How do you even eat this? I'm eating it with a spoon. That's yummy. I like the peas more than the popcorn. That's weird. Oh. I haven't had cinema popcorn in so long, guys. And when I was growing up and we lived here for 2 years, my mom and I would go to the cinema almost weekly. We loved going to the cinema. it was our thing, guys. Because back then, you were allowed to rewatch cinema movies. You could go in, you could sit there the whole day if you wanted to. Crazy, right? But then, I don't know when, but there came a time where they stopped that. So now you can only watch it once, which is too bad. But also I feel like not that many are watching now, because when I was younger, there would be a huge line of people at the cinema, and now I can see anyone there. And I'm pretty sure it's because you can't rewatch anymore. Have you seen anyone eat popcorn with a spoon? Okay, let's give this another try. Sometimes you just have to try it again, you know? Sometimes you don't know the first time. I think it's because it has this taste like, it's not that bad, but the vinegar, it's not on the salty side. A lot of Filipino food, guys, is on the sweet side, and that's why kids love Filipino food. The spaghetti is so sweet, guys. It's like eating candy. And I love Filipino food, but sometimes because I'm more of a salty girl, so I would like it to be more on the salty side, but it's good. I wouldn't buy it again though. I like pickles more, I think. Also, when it comes to pickles, I don't like the sweet pickles. There's some pickles that are on the sweet side. I don't get that. Tell me your favorite popcorn flavor. Mine is vinegar. Spicy vinegar. What do you call it? Is it called vinegar popcorn? I don't know, I just like it when it's sour. So, I went to SM today, and I got so much stuff, guys. Like, it's insane how many things I got. And I can't even do a haul because there's so much stuff. I bought I didn't show you guys one of the things. I bought this. It's a sheet music notebook, so that you can write sheet music for piano. I really want to learn how to sight read. And basically, sight read is when you are able to read the notes in the sheets, the sheet music, by just like looking at it, and then you can play it. And I've never gotten formal lessons, like formal piano lessons. I've gotten some like when I was a kid, but it wasn't like it wasn't a music school, it was just music class. You know, in school when you're young you get music classes, and also in Sweden you get music classes up until 9th grade, at least back then. So we all got it, and I would always pick piano as my instrument. And we only did it like memorization. We didn't really learn that much about the notes, which is too bad. I'm really trying to get better with piano, because I've been wanting to learn how to play piano for the longest time, guys. I'm still not good enough. But also, this keyboard, it's right over there. I only have it here in Manila. So, when I'm in the US, I'm not able to practice. And the thing with me, guys, is I will forget all of the music I know now, all of the songs I know. I will forget it once I'm not able to practice daily. Which is so sad, because right now I practice every day for 2 hours, and 1 to 2 hours, and I know so many songs now, I feel like, and it feels so natural. But once I stop, I will forget them, and it's so sad. It's like forgetting a language. It's too bad. Maybe in the future I can have a keyboard in the US too. I'm actually starting to like this. Maybe I like it. You know, sometimes there's some foods that you need to get used to before liking it. Like, it takes time. Tell me if you guys are the same. I was like that with durian. I used to hate durian. But then, one day I fell in love. Shout out of the day goes to Emma. Hello! Go down below, guys, and say hi to Emma. Hi, Emma. Thanks for all of the support. Make sure to go down below, guys, and subscribe and comment if you want a shout out, guys. I think it was my last video. Where I was telling you guys I don't know what the Visco girl is. Some of you guys commented and told me what it was, so thank you so much for that. But the thing is, I haven't become a Visco girl, but I really do enjoy the fashion of it. Like, I'm not into the NIOOP and the and all that. Like, I don't get that part. That's just like, that's something I guess more for the new generation. That's more for the Generation Z. They can have that. But I think the reason why millennials like Visco girls and the whole like trend is because it's basically a blast from our childhood, guys. Because when I was young, when I was growing up, we had scrunchies all the time on our wrists, in our hair. We had those clips all the time. We would wear what they are wearing, like, at least when it's summertime. During winter time, you can't really wear those shorts and, you know, the t-shirt, the baggy t-shirt and all that. You can't really do that during summertime. I mean, during winter time, in Sweden especially. But during summertime, that is what we would be wearing. And the lip balm too. I mean, we would wear lip balm all the time. Because number one, I mean, you can't really wear makeup when you're too young. So we have that. And we would ride on skateboards. I mean, we were basically Visco girls, except for the NIOOP and all that. Also, we didn't have a hydro flask and, you know, all that stuff. But we were very, you know, environmentally friendly too. Like, you know, save the turtles and all that. But not only the turtles, we were very environmentally friendly. Like, we were not using that much plastic. We would, I mean, there's a lot of things that we did back then that's basically the same thing as a Visco girl. Like, what Visco girls do now is what we did when we were younger. So Generation Z are basically the ones who are making it more popular right now, the Visco girl trend, I think. I'm not 100% sure if they were the ones who started it, but I feel like it's more of the younger generations who do this, and then millennials do it too. But I feel like the millennials do it more because it's like a blast from the past. At least that's it. That's how it is for me. I don't have a scrunchie. I have one, this one, but it's not that big. It's a very thin scrunchie. And also I'm trying to search for scrunchies. I can't, oh my god, I don't know, I can't find them anywhere. Like, I have found some, but they're way too small for me because I have big hair, guys. You can't really put the tiny scrunchie on my hair, so I need those big ones. I can't find them anywhere. So I've learned that being a visco girl is basically like being a 90s kid, you know? So now I know all about the visco trend, guys. And I love it. I love the trend. I love all of the colors, so colorful. I do wonder how they will thrive during winter time. If they are in a wintry place, like in California, it won't really be that cold, but in other places, I mean in Sweden, you can't really wear what they're wearing. Oh my god. Have you guys tried eating like this? Take a spoon, guys, and eat popcorn. Whoa, this is good stuff. Oh my god. I'm really liking this Atchara. I don't want to finish the whole thing though. I'm eating so much of it. I guess next time I should buy a bigger thing. I was at the mall today and I remembered why I love Manila, because the customer service is insane here, guys. Like, I remember because I mean, this isn't for all people, but when I was in Siargao, I feel like they really were lacking the customer service part, because I mean, there's a lot of nice people there, but I don't know, I feel like they were lacking in service. Like, I would be asking them where I could find, like, for example, the ketchup, and they would just tell me, like, over there, and they wouldn't show me where the ketchup is at, you know, stuff like that. And they were just, I don't know, not all, some of them were just very, I don't want to say lazy, but they just didn't want to give any service. So I don't know if that's because they're just have just newly become a tourist spot, so maybe that's why. I don't want to like say anything bad about them, but I just remember that I would miss Manila a lot. And now that I'm here, I'm so happy to be here, because I was in the Ace Hardware store and this guy was rolling the trolley, or the, what do you call it, the trolley, the cart, with my things, like with the things I'm buying at the Ace Hardware store, the gigantic electric fan and my light bulbs and everything that I needed. And he was like my personal shopper, like he was carrying everything, and I'm not even allowed to give him a tip, which is so sad, because I really wanted to give him a tip, but I couldn't. I'm not allowed. But so nice. Filipinos are really on another level when it comes to service, guys. It's insane. So nice. Isn't it funny how in the beginning I was like, I don't like that Atchara. Sometimes you really need to give it a second try, guys. Tell me down below if you're the same. Is there any food that the first time you tried it, you hated it, and then second try you loved it? I don't know how parents will tell you, like, to eat your vegetables and you hate them, and then they keep on telling you, like, just try it, you know? And you're like, I'm not going to change my mind about broccoli, you know? And then one day you end up just like not hating it that much. Broccoli is actually a bad example. I hate broccoli until today, but like with other foods, like with durian, Oh my god, I used to hate it with a big passion. And then I fell in love. Like, I'm in love with durian. It's just something you need to get used to. This is what I love about Filipino snacks and cinema snacks. Your fingers always become red from the food coloring or the paprika spice. I don't know what. I think my lips have too. I'm on my summer break and it's so amazing, guys. I haven't had a summer break for a year, obviously. Duh. No, but I haven't had a break in general since a year ago, because for homeschool it's a very different schedule and it totally depends on the student how long you stay in a grade. I mean, you could be in grade 9 for like 3 years if you wanted to. I mean, I don't know why it would take you that long, but you could do it if you want to, or you could also do it in 1 month. I mean, it's up to the student. But I mean, that's how a lot of celebrities, young celebrities, they're able to finish high school at 15. Some I've heard finished it at 14, which I don't know how they did that, but they are homeschooled, guys, so they're able to do it faster. They just need a schedule for it so they can do it faster. Because imagine this, the hours you spend in school from like 8 to 3 p.m. or however long you are there, if you remove the recess, the lunch breaks, the lectures, all of the things where you're not really doing anything, you're just listening, you're not writing anything, remove all of that, it's going to only be like 4 hours or 3 hours or so, and that's the only hours you need to spend when you're homeschooling. That's why you've heard a lot of stories where they're like, yeah, I'm only studying for 3 hours every day when they're homeschooled, because you only need 3 hours a day. But if you're like me and you want to finish faster, then you need to do it every day, even on weekends. Like, you have no break. But during the week, I usually don't do school on the days where I go shopping. So whatever day I'm going grocery shopping, which is once a week, those are the days where I don't do school, because I mean, it takes forever to grocery shop and it takes a lot of energy, guys. So I guess that is my off day. My summer break is not like the usual 2 months. My summer break is 1 week. Yes, I will have 1 week off and then I start the next grade. Yay! But I honestly like homeschooling, and I know I will be sad once I'm done with it, because it's so easy. Like, it's hard / easy, because it's easy in a way where you don't have any pressure to perform, to do a speech. You're on your own. There's no schedule, but it's also very stressful because you are on your own. So if you don't understand the lesson, you have to research on your own, do everything on your own. So that's the only hard part. And also, like, the teachers usually do the research for you. Like, they have some information that they give you. You also have to do it on your own when you go home, but they also give you a lot of info. You don't do that when you're homeschooling. You have to do everything on your own. Be your own teacher. That's why I feel like I've learned so much more now. I love it. I highly recommend online homeschooling, as long as, I mean, for me it's okay, but for other people, if you're below the age of 18 especially, and I guess I'm talking more to the parents now, if there are any parents watching, I would say, like, if you're going to homeschool, then I give you like 5 stars, like, do it, but make sure you have another activity, like a club or something to go to, so that, because I've heard a lot of kids who just homeschool and then they're not able to socialize, and that's not good, because then the kid will not be able to socialize, not learn about those things, and it will also be boring, you know. So I would say let your kid do a sport, or art or something that she can join and do it competitively or just for fun or something, just so that she can get some friends, because that's what I will be doing. Like when I have kids in the future, I will for sure have them do an online schooling, but I won't be the teacher because that would be too hard. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thanks for watching. Glasses for and I love you. The card is about to explode or bam. Wow. Wow.